We get to the next one, Nia Jax and Bayley. And this was a match where I give Nia Jax credit for trying to do some different things in the ring. I give her credit. Michael Cole didn't do her any favors last night. When they were, the one spot where she tried to do a Hurricane Rana, and it was a little clunky, but it wasn't terrible or anything like that. I mean, for her to be doing something like that was pretty cool as was. But I don't know. This match just didn't click with me, I guess. And of course, Tiffany Stratton came in with a case, and we had the usual goofing around with that thing, and Nia ends up knocking off Bayley. Jason, your thoughts on Nia Jax and Bayley as Nia moves on?
I thought it almost seemed like a filler match after the Hell in the Cell match, which it's sad to say that a championship match has that feel to it, but it was a letdown match. Where they go from here, I mean, obviously you still have the angle for Nia Jax to go with Naomi as the next woman up, so to speak, and eventually you're going to have Tiffany Stratton try to cash in on Nia Jax. That's got to be the angle they're going to have to play here. It's the only angle really left to play.
Yeah, Stu, your thoughts on this match and just how it was executed.
I wonder if part of the lack of enthusiasm, shall we say, was because of where it was placed on the card.
Yeah, tough spot.
Yeah, had to follow Punk and Drew, so that's a tough spot. And we know the WWE crowds, a lot of them, they're not as invested as what's happening in the the mechanics of a match as they are. Okay, what rundown is going to happen, or who's going to show up, or some surprise. And Jason mentioned it, Tiffany Stratton trying to cash in. I think there may have been a little bit of that with this one. So and there's a little bit of the whole Nia Jax, there is a history of the fans not exactly being on her side anyway. So I think it was one of those things. I think you're right. It's, you got Naomi up next. They've got to do. I am not a fan of having the Money in the Bank briefcase being held for, an endless amount of time. I get wanting to put some time in between winning the briefcase and cashing it in. But yeah, I think they're going to have to pull that trigger sooner rather than later.
Phil, what did you think of this? I mean, you're a guy that gets in the ring, from a technical standpoint and just overall.
So I will say, like I said at the start, the only match I actually got to watch.
Oh, that's right. You didn't see this.
Was Hell in a Cell. But the social media feedback of this was actually fairly positive, which is shocking because it's social media and shocking because it's Nia Jax. And what you said is exactly true, that it was about its placement. Yeah. And looking at the other matches on the card, this might have been the best place for it. What do you do to follow up with a Hell in the Cell match? Luck or unluck of the draw, but the fact that it looks like a little bit of the crowd is turning positively on Nia Jax is a good thing. Hopefully it continues.
Yeah, and like I said, I give her a lot of credit for last night for trying to do some different things in the ring. It's clear she's looking to open up her game a little bit. If just from my standpoint, I'm haven't wrestled professionally or anything like that, but just from a coach's standpoint, the one thing that I'd really like to see her do is to work on more explosiveness and more speed in the ring, because the power game is there. That's what she does. When she makes impact, she makes very good impact. But I would really like to see her just get a little faster. You think about like a spear from Roman Reigns, just how explosive that move is. And I think if Nia could just get a little bit more of that, she would just look devastating in the ring. So that's kind of where I think Nia should take her progression. And she's trying to do some new moves, which is cool. I think if she could work on that explosiveness, that would be huge. What do you think about that, Stu?
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think just it needs she needs to not look like someone that is lumbering.
Right.
She needs and I'm not saying she needs to get really fat. Just maybe just a step quicker, I think could make a huge difference.
Yeah, and it's, you don't want to ruin what she has and the assets that she does. Now she decides that she wants to, really trim down and do some, become a different wrestler. That's certainly on her. She wants to do that, and no one would fault her for it.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think kind of finding a middle ground there would be a cool thing. Hi, pro wrestling fans. Mark Hoke here. I'd really appreciate it if you would take a moment to join the Mark Hoke Show family, and please click on the subscribe button below. Also, please stick around and check out the incredible sponsor of this video. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again on the Mark Hoke Show YouTube channel. Want a matching bonus up to $500 and have fun betting on pro wrestling plus all your favorite sports and entertainment events? Then you need to check out betonline.ag. Bet on all the top wrestling events, plus you can get a free 50% matching bonus up to $1,000 on your initial deposit. Just go to markhokeshow.com, click on the betonline.ag link, and use sign-up code BOL1000 to get in on the action today and receive your 50% matching bonus. So get in on all the betting excitement. Sign up right now on markhokeshow.com with betonline.ag.